Yep, there you go. Sorry.
We are professional vloggers. Welcome back. We are with some of our favorite. Oh man, this is one of my. I say about everybody.
You have said that this is the fourth interview, and that's
but
the
don't
fourth
tell the
time.
other people that I said about these people.
It's being recorded.
Yeah. All right. So I am here with Chris Van Asch and Stephanie Zhu. They are with Caring Crew. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves because I don't want to mess this up and say the wrong thing. So I'll let you guys introduce yourself and just tell us how we came to meet each other.
All right. So I'll start. My name's Chris Van Asch. I'm the current president of Caring Crew. I'm a mechanic at Delta Airlines. So this is a Delta Airlines primarily based volunteer group. And I've been the president for almost a year now. And Stephanie was previous president. And this is Stephanie Zhu, which is our current treasurer.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Stephanie Zhu, Chris Van Asch background. So I think in 2017, I saw online somewhere someone was like, oh, there's this great organization in Hurricane Harvey and everything's happening. They get medical supplies, places that need them. And Caring Crew had actually done similar partnerships. I was like, this is amazing. Let me donate. It seems like amazing work that they're doing. Sent the money in, got an email, and then checked my mailbox, I don't know, like 5 days later. And there is a handwritten card from Courtney. Like, she wrote on a card, "Dear Stephanie, thank you for your donation." And I don't know about the rest of you, but getting a real thank you card in this day is amazing. So
that was my idea, by the way. No?
I'm just so glad somebody read them.
Oh my gosh, I can't even remember the last time I got a thank you card in the mail, let alone from a donation like they don't need. Yeah. And so I told Chris and I was like, hey, I know you're leading up this medical supply stuff. There's an organization. Like, check them out. We can contact them on Instagram.
I think you heard about it, right? If I remember right, it was Instagram.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And so we kind of like chatted back and forth. You guys got on the phone. Chris calls me and goes,
email
girl, you hit the jackpot. They are awesome. And I guess we had been talking a little bit back and forth, and you're like, sure, probably like, whatever. They're not going to do anything with us. And then we said, hey, we're coming to McKinney tomorrow.
Then it got real. Then it got real fast. Because, I mean, we were just a small little organization, and we throw up the word Delta and all that. We're like, we'd love to have it.
Like, well,
yeah. And I'm like, what? Start cleaning. When the in-laws are coming into town, start cleaning. And so, yeah, that was cool. Then so this is at our biggest warehouse. I guess y'all can kind of tell what y'all do, what the organization does.
Sure. You can introduce Caring Crew, and then I'll talk about some of the stuff.
Yeah, so it actually started with a couple of flight attendants that were doing good on layovers. Obviously, at Delta, we fly all over the world. Not right now, but typically we fly all over the world. We have flight benefits that allow us on very short notice to go where we need to. And so the mission of Caring Crew really is helping others around the world. We've done things like camps for kids. And one of the things that obviously really ties in here is taking excess medical supplies from the U.S. to clinics and just anywhere around the world.
Yeah.
So my, day job is sustainability. So this obviously tugs at pork strings, keeping things out of the landfill and just getting things where they need to go.
$2.5 billion a year in surplus alone. Not even generally five.
So huge for us to be able to kind of see the facilities that we go to also, and how you think about gloves or things that you take for granted sometimes, and how
Absolutely.
I'll share a brief story.
That's my next question.
My first medical trip, and this wasn't a Mission Regan trip, but I went to a children's cancer hospital.
Yeah.
This was the very first one, so before the bug hit. And she opens up the suitcase, and she starts crying. The director of the hospital starts crying. Gets on the phone. I don't speak Spanish. Gets on the phone. Doctor comes in. Doctor starts weeping. And what it was Vaseline-infused gauze, because it causes so much pain when you're change the bandages of children. And I'm like, wow. So that right there said, wow, I can really make a difference. And I went all in. And, so we've been doing that. For Mission Regan, we've done, I think, 3 trips to Honduras.
With our partner, Louis
Luz, and then we went to, I did a trip to Haiti.
Yeah.
And then we did got the bags to New York.
That was cool. So you explain that. Explain how that worked.
I'm gonna let Stephanie explain that.
Whoever did that, that's how it worked.
Because she's gonna think you make fun of me, but this is the truth.
So this is
You can start.
So how this works is, for us to get supplies, like when I go to Zambia on my team, with my team, they get a suitcase and Mission Regan gets the other one. So we'll take a 50-pound suitcase full of medical supplies, which will last the whole year there for the students and whatever they need there. So that is one way that we have friends that are missionaries that when they go back to seas or when they go visit somebody overseas or locally here in the United States, they'll take a suitcase full of medical stuff. Most times it's light. But what a way just to be able to travel around the world and just get stuff to people that are in need. And so that's kind of how this all tied in together.
Yeah, so that very first trip was the very first one with Mission Regan?
No, it wasn't the first one. This was through the New York Institute of Technology.
Yeah, they were going to
Africa over, and you all were donating the supplies, and we said we're going to help facilitate, get them from McKinney to New York.
They're going to Africa.
Yeah.
So Chris is like, hey, I don't know, we have like 30 bags or something, and the two of you are like the most.
Wait, what are you laughing at?
Dedicated. I get an email. Chris is having a hard time finding volunteers to fly from like here to New York. We're like going in circles. We don't know what is happening. So I think they were leaving out of New York on Saturday at night. And this is Thursday. And Chris is like, I don't know who you need to call. Just tell everybody to cancel their plans. You guys are coming on the plane with me on Saturday. So he sends me a to-do list. And he goes, number 1, Chris and Janice will fly to DFW at 7:40 and get as many bags as we can get. Number 2, Chris and Janice goes to Atlanta where we give the bags to Connor and Stephanie. Chris and Janice fly back to DFW to get the remaining bags and spend the night. Chris and Janice then takes the first flight on Saturday morning to get to LaGuardia and arrives at 12:08. Connor and Stephanie flies out their bags to LaGuardia on Saturday morning to make sure flights look good. Stephanie leaves ASAP. Lillian will meet us in LaGuardia. Chris and Janice will go back to Atlanta, and Connor stays in New York City. Like the insanity of those logistics.
You would have ended up in Spokane if I'd done it. You would have ended up in Spokane.
Well, thank goodness that none of that happened. None of that happened. I facilitated through the cargo, and I met you over there, and
we loaded it up,
and we loaded it up, and it was gone, and so that's
just the partnership. I mean, what a blessing. When y'all left, we had lunch, and we were all meeting some of the board members. And we were in love from the very front with your hearts, what you guys do. Just because it's not easy getting on a plane in the morning, flying somewhere, turning around and coming back home, or just flying somewhere overseas, which y'all have done. On standby, whatever it is, pay the taxes, and it is cool to go see where it goes. But you take the time with your friends, your family, your job. What a blessing that is to people. You're using, I mean, that's time. You could be doing other things and money. And for you guys to recognize that we can partner together and to bless us, because we couldn't afford to ship stuff. We do every now and then, but the cost, we would never be able to do it. So for you, I think it's just cool how God kind of entwined us through Instagram or whatever it was. It means a lot because how many lives have been saved because of that? Because you put your yes out there. Yes, I will do this. You've done it. Your heart. Yes, it's pulling both of your strings. But it takes all of us. It takes all of us to do it. Every little part comes together to do it. You don't have that one little piece. So that is really cool. So how would you would you recommend Mission Regan to other nonprofits that are? I mean, could you see us benefiting? I'm trying to think of the right way to ask this question.
Would you recommend other nonprofits partner with Mission Regan?
Absolutely, absolutely.
That was Courtney, by the way, Courtney Willis.
I'm here.
Not only would I recommend, I would encourage and would be more than willing, happy to do anything that I can do to tell them about my experience with Mission Regan and the organization that they run and it is a cohesive team that they have that really makes it. What she just read sounded like it was crazy, but everybody was in sync. So it was, years in the cog, and everything was meshing, and, all the trips that we do, Mission Regan's doing 10 things, and we're doing 10 things,
Absolutely.
but we're doing it in concert with each other.
Yeah.
And, the end user, they have no idea that we were running around like chickens with our head cut off for 3 days, trying to coordinate all this. It gets the supplies.
And that little kid didn't have that tearing pain. Pulling off the bandage because
Exactly.
no.
Exactly. So, I will say, absolutely encourage anybody to partner with Mission Regan. And if you have any questions, comments, that you feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to give you.
And let me say this too: is we're not one of those ones that we just want to all. They need help as well too. So if you feel like you're in a hard time with Mission Regan, but Carrying Crew, because we work together, it's all one partnership. And so we're big on not to overcome. We're not like this. We all work. And so, is there? Go ahead.
And honestly, you'd be very hard pressed to find an organization as authentic and just passionate about what you guys do. I think we saw that the very first time you came out here, and the ability for you guys to do all of this and impact so many people around the world is incredible. So I don't think I need to repeat. Absolutely support Mission Regan, however it is, long time. Call us. We'll
Yes. Yeah,
Sure.
DM.
Is there anything else that you got? Thank you guys. I know. So like I said, they flew from Atlanta this morning. They're going to fly home. But that's a big deal. So thank you guys for that.
Yes.
Is there something else that you wanted to share? We got some time. A second minute.
Just to kind of let everybody know with COVID going on, everything is really difficult. But the need has kept the snowball. The need is like a snowball. And so when things open up and we're able to deliver, the need is going to be astronomical. So, please, anything that you can do to help Mission Regan, will just kind of alleviate and kind of help head some of that off before it happens. Josh and Courtney, we want to commit to you this year that we really want to expand our domestic partnership.
Thank you. Absolutely.
We've done a lot, only international with you.
Love that.
And just, what Josh was saying, about partnering with Carrying Crew. So that New York trip, we went with Lily. Well, I established a relationship with Lily. Well, Lily and her students got together 8 suitcases of school supplies to go to Puerto Rico. So it's just how the tentacles of this
Awesome.
web we weave goes out. And, y'all don't know anything about that. That just happens, and it's in process to happen again. So, I'm blessed that we were introduced to y'all, and, what was that letter?
Handwritten letter.
I love it.
It was fantastic.
Awesome.
Do you have anything else you would like to add?
Awesome.
Oh, I do want to give one shout out to one Mission Regan team member, Brent
Armstrong. He'll be here in a little while.
Brent is the man. I tell you, he gets it. And he taught me. So we do medical supplies with other things.
Yes.
And Brent taught me he never puts everything in one bag.
We do our mission trip. Take one.
20. If you have four bags, you put 25% of each item in each bag. It's one of
I learned that on my
I-
mission trips to Zambia. I would lose one. It's all of it. So we make 10 of one. 10 of each 10 suitcases is the exact same. I think
Thanks, Mark.
Hey, one last funny story.
Very smart with that.
This will be a real quick one. So my funniest story is I go to Roatown, dropping off some bags for a little bit of lose.
Oh yeah.
And they're going through the X-ray machine. And the customs lady looks so rapid like this. I go up there, and there's a prosthetic foot. It's just as clear as you can see on the X-ray machine. So I handed her the customs letter, and she just said, "Oh."
I'm not opening up that suitcase. Well, hey guys, thank y'all for coming, and thank you for flying in. I hope you guys have a safe trip back. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Hey guys, we're